So now we're in a situation we're kind of determining what the value of x is in a conditional statement. So what we're going to find is x is less than 2. If we put, I'm sorry, x is 2. What happens when x is 2? Our x is 2 is going to yield print less than 3, right? So I want to go ahead and clear the screen CLS. Okay, I'm going to run it. And you're going to see, look, run file less than 3. Okay, ignore all this. It doesn't make any sense. So less than 3. Okay, and now when we type x equals 3, we would have what? If x equals 3, it should hit the first line, right? Boom. First if less than 3, right? This else statement is not coming up. So now we're hitting first if less than 3. Now what if we do this? 5. First if, second if less than 3. So now this is going, this is true, and then else is coming out here, okay? So I'm going to try again. We're going to try with 7. First if, second if, third if less than 3, and then 9, right? And now it skips the else. Why? Why is it doing this? Right, this is a misprint 7. So let's move this else statement up here and see what happens. Okay, we're going to say if it's 2, if the answer is, if x is equal to 2, is this true? No, else this. Right? Then this is false, this is false, this is false, this is false. And that's what it's really doing, less than 3. If you go ahead and put 3, what's happening? First if. Why? Because this is true, this is false, but then again, this is true, and this is true, and this is, I'm sorry, this is true. Okay? If we put 5, and we run it, then this is true, this is false, and this is true. If you put 7, then what happens? It skips this. This is true, this is true, this is true. And then we put 9. This is true, this is false, this is true, this is true, this is true. We're going to try and move the else statement again. Let's move it. Keep doing this exercise until we kind of understand this right here. And so two. Again here, is this true? No. Is this true? No. Else false. So the else statement operates directly above this if statement. So the else statement that you're going to look at when you have an else statement is basically correlates to the top if statement. Okay, that's it. All right. So if I put in, let's say x equal to 3, it's like that. This is true. This is true. This is false. This is false. Okay. And again, these two else and if are connected. All right. I'm going to put x is equal to set 5 right here. First if, second if. Okay. X is equal to 7. First if, second if, third if. X is equal to 9. First if, second if, third if, fourth if. Okay. So what do we do? So we got an issue, right? So we have an issue of moving the else statements around. You're going to get this. You're going to kind of get this. You got an idea of how this is going to operate. So what you want to do now is you want to kind of compare this to the elif. Okay. I'm going to take this code. I'm going to copy it. And I'm going to have, I'm going to take this code, I'm going to copy it. And I'm going to have an elif. And I'm going to just run the elif real quick. And so an elif, it's kind of annoying. In an elif, okay, so I'm going to run the code x equals to 2, less than 3. Okay, that's to be expected. If I run the code with x equals 3, then what's going to happen? First if. If I run the code with x equals 5, x equal 5 is first if. It will default at the first true versus it will default off of every true. That's the value of your if versus elif. Okay, so if I put x equals 3 here, right, I'm going to run it. When it's 5, is it equal to 3? No. Then it goes to the second if. If I go ahead and increase this to greater than, hit play, and then it's going to the first if. Why? It's the first true. So in your elif, okay, in your elif, if elif, first it will output the first true statement. Okay? And else is tied to the entire logical framework. In your elif, in your if statement here, if I were to run the if statement here, basically it evaluates every if statement to determine if it is true. The else statement will coincide with the immediate if above it.